Nominations are now in order for the office of First Vice President, and the chair recognizes Eric Thomas for a nomination.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And I am here. I'm Eric Thomas. I'm pastor at First Baptist Church of Norfolk. And I want everybody just to stop for a second. Everybody just kind of pause. I know you've got dinner and kids and you're tired. But this is a wonderful opportunity for us to take time and elect the first vice president of our convention. I'm here to nominate Gavin Spinney. Gavin Spinney is a pastor at First Baptist Church, Houghton, Louisiana. He and his wife, Andrea, have 3 boys, Jeb, Jake, and Jude. Gavin has been pastor at First Houghton for 21 years. He met Andrea there before he became pastor, and she chose him. And he was wise enough to say yes. They got married, and then he became pastor a couple of years later and continued to serve in that church. One of the things that Screwtape said to Wormwood, C.S. Lewis, Screwtape said, "The game is to have them all running about with fire extinguishers when there is a flood." I think all of us would agree that we look at our convention and we see there's trouble, there's difficulty, there's challenge, but there's also great opportunity. Today, I want you to elect Gavin Spinney because he has the wisdom to understand the difference between a flood and a fire. He understands what it takes to lead through difficult days, through great opportunity, and to make a difference in our world. You go to the community of Houghton and the surrounding area, and you were to ask them about Gavin, they would say he is a man who brings wisdom to every situation. He doesn't bring a fire extinguisher to a flood. You go to the state of Louisiana and the Louisiana Baptists, they've recognized him as president and he served on committees, and you go to them and they would say Gavin's not a man who would bring a fire extinguisher to a flood. Nationally, he served on the Committee on Committees. He's serving as a trustee of the North American Mission Board. He is not a man who brings a fire extinguisher to a flood. So today, I invite you to join me in electing Gavin Spinney, who will bring wisdom, courage, and conviction. Thank you.
So, Mr. Gavin Spinney is nominated. Are there further nominations? And the chair recognizes Alan Nelson for nomination.
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Alan Nelson. I'm a messenger of Perryville Second Baptist Church in Perryville, Arkansas. It is with great enthusiasm and honor that I stand before you this afternoon to nominate a true servant of God and convictional Southern Baptist, Dusty Devers, pastor of Grace Reformed Baptist in Elgin, Oklahoma, for the position of First Vice President of the Southern Baptist Convention. Friends, in the midst of debates in our convention, I stand before you to nominate a candidate of unity. Dusty Devers is a family man, married for 20 years with 6 children. He understands leadership and unity in the home. Dusty is a tried and true Southern Baptist. His church agrees with 100% of the Baptist faith and message. He's a 2008 MDiv graduate of Southwestern Seminary. At Southwestern, he excelled in leadership as assistant director of the Riley Center, as well as serving as president of the Student Theological Fellowship. Southern Baptists, we love church planting. Dusty has helped plant 4 Southern Baptist churches and helped to train and disciple numerous pastors over 15 years. His current church is a Revita plant of the same Southern Baptist church where he was saved in 1988. And not only does he pastor this church, but he helps to lead this church in worship, and I've been told that he gives the vocals of Garth Brooks a run for their money. But if tomorrow never comes, here's one of the most important things you need to hear about Dusty. There is perhaps no more unifying reality today in our convention than the fact that every Southern Baptist wants to see abortion forever eradicated in this country. Big church, small church, urban church, rural church, we stand in harmony in wanting to fiercely protect the lives of the preborn. Dusty Deaver's track record on this issue in fighting for life is impeccable and unrivaled. He is the author of 2 books on the subject. He has produced a film on the subject, encouraging pastors and all Southern Baptists to engage in this fight for the preborn. He is the primary author of the 2021 resolution passed overwhelmingly in Nashville to abolish abortion. Dusty has been fighting alongside the good people of this state, Louisiana Baptists, as well as Texas Baptists and Florida Baptists, seeking to be a voice for the voiceless and protect preborn life in the womb. Electing Dusty Deaver signals to this convention and the world that Southern Baptists are serious about our cooperation, and we are unashamed of our unity over abolishing the murder of our preborn neighbors. Dusty Deavers is a candidate that epitomizes our theme this year of serving the Lord and serving others. His contagious faith, his commitment to Southern Baptist values, and his courage for defending life make Dusty a compelling choice for first VP. I nominate Dusty Deavers.
All right. Mr. Dusty Deavers is nominated. Are there further nominations? The chair recognizes Fred Luter for a nomination.
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Fred Luter. I'm a messenger of the Franklin Avenue Baptist Church here in Nolens. Glad to have y'all. I'm indeed delighted and excited today to place into nomination the name of Jay Atkins for election of the office of First Vice President of the Southern Baptist Convention. Jay serves the First Baptist Church of Oswego, Louisiana, and just celebrated his 20th year as their pastor. His wife, Michelle, is a public school teacher, while his older son, Quint, is a worship leader attending New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary, and his son, Cannon, is a musician who just graduated high school and will be attending California Baptist University in the fall. Here is a question. Is today to vote for Jay? Jay has served our SBC family in numerous ways over the years. He started his disaster relief work in New York the week of September 11th, and he was on the Whitecap Disaster Relief Coordinator for the West Bank of New Orleans in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. Jay has served both as an usher and presidential appointee teller at several of our annual meetings, and last year he served as a member of the Committee of Nominations and on its subcommittee. This year, Jay is serving as the chairman of the local encouragement team, having helped to oversee the arrangements for our meeting here in Nolens. He is also a regular contributor to the well-known Baptist blog SBC Voices and is a past president of the Louisiana chapter of the New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary Alumni Association. Today might be the day to vote for Jay. You'll never meet a more committed fan of the local association than Jay Atkins. He has served New Orleans Baptist Association as our moderator on the administrative team and is chair as a member of the DOM Search Committee on the board of New Orleans Baptist Ministries, on the local BCM Advisory Council, and on our local council of pastors, a group organized to help mediate local church conflict. At 4% of undesignated gifts, his church is the highest percentage giver to our local association. I believe today is the day to vote for Jay. Outside the local church, Jay's love for his community is evident in his being a founding member of the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office Chaplain Corporation, and on the Oswego Pastors Coalition. And despite his twice being named Citizen of the Year for the city of Oswego by 2 different mayors, he will tell you his greatest honor was being named Volunteer Parent of the Year for his son's school, the Patrick Taylor Science and Technology Academy, the #1 ranked public school, high school in the state of Louisiana. Finally, let me say this before I get this tap on my shoulder. The last time Jay was put into nomination way back in 2006, he came in last place. Let's take the time today to end this lingering embarrassment.
Craig Culbreth and Fred Luter, that's when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Right over there. So, Mr. Jay Atkins is nominated. Are there further nominations? If not, nominations are closed. The chair recognizes Don Currents, the registration secretary, for instructions on casting your ballot.
Okay, the last one for tonight. Not for the convention, though. So thank you, Mr. President. At this time, we have registered 12,715 messengers. So you know the drill. Please take out your ballot. And we want ballot number 2. Yo. Oh, yeah. Well, I had complaints that the even numbers felt left out. So, anyway, ballot number 2. I want to make sure y'all, ballot 2. And please tear them out. We know the drill. Got to be in the hall. No proxy voting is allowed. Again, there are 10 squares, okay? So here we go. I'm following the order as it was presented. To vote first for Gavin Spinney, put an X on the square number 2. Gavin Spinney on the square number 2. If you wish to vote for Dusty Devers, he's number 4. Dusty Devers is number 4. Jay Atkins is number 6. Now, I will be repeating this. But again, number 1 who was presented first, Gavin Spinney, if you wish to vote for him as first vice president, it's number 2 on the square. Dusty Deaver, if you wish to vote for him, please mark square number 4. If you wish to vote for Jay Atkins, square number 6. Now, I know the temptation is, as soon as you vote, to get up. But this really slows down the usher's process. You all get to go home. I'm going up to the teller's room. We're going to be here probably to about 8:30 or 9 at least, counting ballots. But if you are finished, please pass them to your right. Pass them to your right, please, so the ushers may receive them. But please wait a second before you start moving to assist the ushers. And thank you for not folding them, because that has greatly helped the process upstairs in the teller's room. Okay.
Listen, if you tell everybody how late the tellers are going to be here, how am I going to get people to agree to do it when I appoint them next year? We need to keep that confidential.
Okay. Disregard what I said, okay? I didn't mean that. Hey, is Steve Cowan, he's my, yes, I just saw him.
So I'm interrupting just because I want somebody left in the room to hear me say a couple of things. One, we postponed that ARITF report, but you got materials on your chair related to the ARITF report. Would you please take those, keep them, maybe bring them with you tomorrow so you have them whenever the report is made tomorrow. The second thing is, while some of you are still here to clap, Franklin Avenue Baptist Church has provided the ushers and greeters for all that we've been doing. Let's show our appreciation to them. All right. Continue balloting. Very good. Does anyone else need to cast their ballot? Okay, seeing no one, then we're going to declare. Over here, we have ballots yet left to collect over here. God bless you, I see that hand. Right over here. We are sending an usher to you right now. Section D9, actually all the way up here in the front. She's coming all the way up here to us. Okay. Microphone 5A. State your name, your church, and your point of order.
It really is.
5A. Okay. Microphone 6A, please state your name, your church, and your point of order. Matt Hensley, if you're walking out there pressing point of order buttons while you're on the way out in the hallway, we're going to have something to talk about. 6B, please state your name, your church, and your point of order. All right. Did we get the ballot? Is anyone else trying to cast a ballot? We have a bucket right out here for a ballot. Okay, if not, we're going to declare the polls to be closed.